Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikster. Most people call me Nikki, but you guys may know me as Nikster Budgetz. I'm here because I told you we had a video that I was going to, talk about, to you guys about how I started cash budgeting and all of that good stuff. So if you like this kind of content, stay tuned. Okay, so we're here because you guys are here to listen to my story, and I'm here to tell you. So my name is Nikster. Most of my family and friends call me Nikki, but here on these YouTube, innings and outings, I go by Nikster Budgetz. So let's get started. I started cash budgeting a long time ago, but did not know that I was kind of cash budgeting. So I would pull my money, my bill money, out of the bank, and I would put it into a regular envelope. And this was before I started paying my bills electronically. So I would pull out the money for my mortgage, my groceries, my household, my pocket, my gas, my utilities, and I would pay them monthly. Now, the money that was still sitting in the bank perhaps was supposed to get saved. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. I do have a shopping problem. I can admit that. I love purses and shoes, and I love Amazon. I can admit that. But, yeah, that money was supposed to be in the bank and supposed to be saved. Some of it did get saved because I would give the money to my sister and she would put it into another account, and she was like, you can't touch this. So I don't even know the, what's it called? The, account number. I have no clue what that account number is. All I know is that I can go and I can put money into it. And then if I want to, I can go withdraw it, but I tend not to go and get money out of there unless it's an emergency. And the reason why I would get money out when it's an emergency, because the account that I do have access to, I kind of would never have money in it to be saved. And that was on me. That was a fault of mine. So, my sister, she just kept, being on me. Nikki, you gotta save. Because she's a saver. You know what I'm saying? Like, my sister's really good with money, so she saves. And I did see that with my sister, because she saves, when she wants to go out and spend, money, she can do that and it doesn't hurt her. Whereas me, I'm an impulse buyer. If I see it, I want it. If I see it, I gotta have it. And I realize now that that's not the way to be. And so to bring it back to how we got here today, the beginning of this year, last year, I started using a planner, like actually really using a planner. And I would write down what bills are due, how much is due, and when to pay it. For some reason, the beginning of this year, I did not write down my car insurance. And I don't know why. It just never crossed my mind. I guess in my mind, I'm thinking I'm paying it, but when I looked back, because I had went 3 months without paying my car insurance. When I looked back, it wasn't written down, and I don't know how it slipped my mind. And so I come home one day in March, and I think it was the end of March. And no, it's the beginning of April. It's the beginning of April. I come home from work and I get a letter in the mail from the Department of Motor Vehicles. And I'm like, why am I getting a letter from them? So I open it and I was like, this is a $25 fine. Why? It says that your car registration has lapsed and you owe $25 because you don't have insurance. And I'm like, yes, I do. I have insurance. What are you saying? And I had not paid my insurance for 3 months. 3 months. They cut my insurance off the end of February, and I rode the whole entire month of March with no insurance. And so in April, when I got that notice, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have insurance, car insurance, and I'm riding around. I could get pulled over and get one of the biggest tickets. You know what I'm saying? So I went online, paid the fine. And I had a little bit of money in my accounts because we had just got paid. Well, it was a little bit after we had got paid in April. I got 3 checks in April. And because I got 3 checks, I figured I can use this first check. The rest of my bills will be covered for the rest of the month. This is a free check. My mom's birthday is the beginning of April. I'm finna ball out of control, you know what I'm saying? So by the time I had got this letter in the mail, almost all of the money from my check was gone. And I could not tell you what I spent it on. And so I had the $25 to pay the fine. I called the insurance company that I was with, and I owed them, I'm going to round it up because it's like $159 and some change, so I owed them $160. I had that in the bank to pay that. But then it was on 0. And I had to get insurance. Because when I talked to the insurance company that I was with, they told me, you can't have insurance with us anymore for 6 months. And then once those 6 months are over, you can come back. I was like, okay. So I have to find insurance. They gave me a number to call so that I could get insurance from an insurance agent. And I called them, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, you know, just cut my insurance on. I ain't gonna have to pay nothing. Naive, I tell you, naive. So I called the second insurance company who I'm with now, and they tell me, well, we can get you insurance, but that's gonna be $189 to get you insurance. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, who can I borrow the money from? Now, granted, with money, I'd want to make my sister proud because she's so good with money. But I didn't want to call her because I knew she would fuss me out. And so my boyfriend was going to give me the money, but he had to get it first. And I was like, I ain't got time for that because I'm calling this insurance company at 5:10 and they close at 5:30. And this is on a Friday. So they don't reopen until Monday. So I end up having to call my mom. And I was like, Mom, I'm in a situation. I'm in a bind. Please let me borrow $200. And my mom is a saver too. So I knew she had it. But I felt really, 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 really bad asking her for it. And so my mom was like, well, what did you do? And I was like, Mom, I'll explain later. I just need the $200 now because the place that whatever I'm trying to do, they're about to close and I need to get this done now. And she was like, okay, cool, whatever. So she sends me the money. I get the information from the lady and the insurance is cool. And she tells me I have to send back my registration. I said, okay, cool. I got that in my car. So she was like, just email it to me because we're getting ready to close and I'll get everything when I get home. So you'll be good to go. I said, well, thank you so much for, being cooperative and, just working with me. You're welcome. I go to my car to get my car registration. I have 2020, but I don't have 2021. So I had to go through a lot to get that off of the internet. What I tried to do is that Saturday, I was like, well, if I go get my tag, I'll have my registration because my birthday's in May, so it's coming up. So I could go and get it now because I had already passed. In Georgia, we have emissions. So I passed emissions. And so I went to go and try and get my tag. You can't get your tag because your car doesn't have insurance. So I'm like, okay, now I really have to get on the internet and try to find my registration for 2021 so I can send this information over so I can have insurance. So I end up finding it. It took me about 3 or 4 hours, but I did it. I got it to the lady. She said she received it. All my insurance paperwork was sent to me, and I was able to have insurance by Saturday evening. So that really like opened my eyes and was like, you would not have had, granted, it was an issue because I did not pay my insurance and I forgot. And I was like, I know people forget, we make mistakes. Okay, cool. My issue was that I didn't have the money to rectify the entire situation. And that was a little hurtful, shameful, embarrassing. And to me, it woke me up like, girl, you about to be 36. Like, get your life in order. So I don't know how I stumbled upon cash envelope budgeting, but one of the first, if not the first video that I saw, I still don't know how I end up just catching this on YouTube. I don't know, but I end up seeing a video by Nikster Budgetz, and she was stuffing her cash envelopes. Excuse me. And I was like, I used to do that, but with my bills. I never really had a budget to where every single dollar in my account was accounted for and it had a place, it had a home. All I did was, as long as my bills are paid, I don't care about the rest and blah, 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 blah. Because, granted, I do believe I have a, strong faith. God will make a way, and he has. But God also helps those who help themselves. I was not helping myself. And so I watched Nikster Budgetz video, and I was like, this is so cool because it was what I was doing back in the day, but on a whole nother level, you know what I'm saying? And I started the beginning of April. And you can say now it's been almost like a month and a half, and I'm enjoying myself. I have money saved, money saved, money saved, money saved. And doing challenges makes the saving fun. And I needed to figure out a way to make saving fun. Or not even fun, I guess fun, but just to make it where I want to do it. Instead of, y'all, when I tell you Ross used to be my store, Ross has been my store. I don't know the last time I've been to Ross. I don't know. And I do think about it, just to go look at the purses and stuff like that. And I am a window shopper, so I can window shop. So I don't know the last time I've been to Ross, but I think about it, but I'm not thinking about it. I'm really thinking about like this bingo challenge that I'm doing with Sally B's Budgets. Hey, what's the next number? Oh, it's a 5. Oh, it's a 1. Woo! Like that's exciting. Or a new challenge that I just downloaded where I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, and using that to perpetuate saving. Like, however many subscribers I get, pay yourself some money. Because it is, what you have to realize, and what I needed to realize too, is saving is not taking away from anything. Because in all actuality, all of your savings will go back to you. Whether something happens to your car, my car gets me to work every day to make money to cash envelope stuff and budget and things of that nature. So if I have the money set aside, if something goes wrong with my car, to get it fixed and not have to borrow money or take out a loan or anything like that, that goes back on me because that affects my livelihood. Or if something happens in my home and I have money put aside for that, I have the money to go and pay for that. And I'm really trying to get that that home maintenance and car maintenance up, so where if something was to happen, I don't have to take out a loan. You know what I'm saying? Even though it builds my credit, because I do, you know, pay my loans on time and everything like that. But just to have the money put aside and it's like, here you go, I got it. That goes back to you, you know. And so that I had to realize that saving is not taking anything away from you. It's actually adding to you. And I just want to say that I'm having so much fun cash, you know, stuffing and decorating envelopes and making expense and budget trackers and making my own savings and, you know, putting my stuff out there and people actually liking it and are interested in purchasing it. Not just like, you know, I don't mind people asking me for free, but for people to want to spend their hard-earned money that they're actually budgeting and, you know, saving as well, but for them to want to spend their money on something I created, great. It's awesome. And I just want to say that this is my third YouTube channel that I've created. My first YouTube channel that I created, I think 5-6 years ago, I was all into makeup and DIY crafting and things of that nature. That channel really never took off. And I kind of was not interested in any of that stuff anymore, so it didn't really matter to me. And if you didn't know, I'm a preschool teacher, and I'm really into children's books and reading. And the second channel that I started was me reading books, and that channel I've had for a year, and it's, you know, doing pretty good. I hit 100 subscribers on that channel, and I just got a P.O. box, so I'm gonna start promoting myself out there to have, you know, children's authors, you know, send, you know, books my way so I can read them on my channel. And then I started this channel. I was not going to do a budgeting channel. I posted a video on TikTok and my sister saw it and she was like, start the channel, Nikki, start it. And I'm so glad I did, because this community is one of the most genuine, friendliest communities I've ever been a part of. And for people to just, you know, comment on your stuff, oh, that's beautiful, that's lovely. Like, I would post stuff about my children's books and reading them, and nobody, I mean, they would like it, but nobody would say anything or anything like that. But for people to comment on your stuff and, you know, say, yeah, this is beautiful, how much, or can you make such and such and do this, and then I can provide that, it's a wonderful feeling. And I'm just excited to see what else is going to come. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video with me. I know I talked a lot. I just want to say that I'm kind of glad that I forgot to pay my car insurance, because it opened my eyes to really like what my money is doing and what it can do for me. And I think I'm going in the right direction. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, and you can comment down below. Let's see, what should we comment down below? Just leave me some words of encouragement, or tell me one of the best things that someone has told you about cash budgeting, or the best advice that you've gotten from cash budgeting. And as always, please subscribe. I'm starting my savings challenge, so the more subscribers I get, the more money I get to save, and that's what you're here for. You want to see me save, you know, some money. Okay. As always, I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I will catch you guys in my next video.